So guys, we have some massive changes coming to the DCEU, including a 10-year plan full of projects taking the structure of Kevin Feige's Marvel Cinematic Universe. So let's talk about it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the DCEU, and you could just say Warner Brothers Discovery as a whole, but mostly to do so with the DCEU. And for today's video, we have some brand new news about Warner Brothers Discovery's plan with the DCEU following the immense amount of backlash they have received after the cancellation of the Batgirl movie. David Zaslav, the head of Warner Bros. Discovery, has said something about their plan for the DCEU, which we will be breaking down in today's video. Now, there is no denying that at its current state right now, the DCEU is a mess. They don't care about their fans and they have no idea what they're doing. This can be exemplified through multiple things, such as fans begging for the return of Henry Cavill's Superman for years, whilst Henry Cavill also being very enthusiastic of the role, but Warner Brothers have no intention in bringing him back. They don't have their core Justice League members, not having a clear indication of who our main Batman is. Is it Robert Pattinson? Is it Affleck? Is it Michael Keaton? And of course the divided fandom, but most recently the Batgirl movie being cancelled due to it not being a theatrical event DC was looking to put out. Which just shows that not only do Warner Bros. Discovery not have a plan, but they have no idea what they're doing. What they did in regards to the Batgirl movie being cancelled, it's utterly disrespectful for not only the whole cast and crew behind the film, whom by the way have already finished filming the movie, but it is disrespectful for the fans as well, especially for those who were really excited and intrigued to see Leslie Grace putting on the suit and becoming Batgirl. I was excited for this movie as well. The thing about this is, if done right, this could have actually been that theatrical event DC was looking for. If they were doing this right, that could have been successful. The issue was not Batgirl not being the theatrical event DC wanted to put out. It has nothing to do with that. If you look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for example, whom it's dominating DC right now, the MCU was successful without their main hero, Spider-Man. They have literally established themselves as the boss without Spider-Man, who, bear in mind, got introduced in Phase 3. This is after Iron Man got 3 movies, Captain America and Thor getting 2 movies, and the Hulk getting a solo film, and also the Avengers movies as well, all of which built the MCU and allowed it to become what it is right now. And all of these characters are, at that time, undoubtedly way less popular than characters like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. The reason why the MCU was so successful was because they had a plan and they knew what they were actually doing, which it's the total opposite of DC at the moment. The reason why no one really talked about Batgirl is because Warner Bros. Discovery just simply didn't bother promoting the film. Whenever set photos for the movie came out, it trended a lot, especially on Twitter. But the only piece of promotion that came out for Batgirl were set photos and just a bit of promo from the cast. That's it. That is why they were not able to get this movie to become the theatrical event DC wanted to put out. If they were actually thought out with their promotion, then it could have been what they were looking for. The reason why everyone's talking about Joker 2 right now, and the reason why it's trending so much, is because it's getting a lot of buzz due to how much Warner Bros. Discovery are promoting it right now. But yeah, on to the main topic of this video. David Zaslav has recently announced that he is setting up a team to establish a 10-year plan following the structure of Kevin Feige's Marvel Cinematic Universe, which of course shines this very bright light on the DCEU because they are slowly getting there with a 10-year plan. They're slowly putting together this plan, of course, putting them on course. Like, if you have a look at the MCU, yes, everyone's taking a swing at it right now for prioritizing quantity over quality due to the amount of projects they have for Phase 4. But the MCU is still the more dominant one and will continue to be because they always have a plan. Kevin Feige literally came out of San Diego Comic-Con and showed them who's boss. He's freaking come out and right off the bat introduced a ton of projects, not just for Phase 5, but Phase 6 as well. But then look at DC. Snyderverse scrapped, no core Justice League members, drama with a lot of actors such as Ezra Miller and of course most notably Amber Heard as well. And now going into having all these solo projects with us having no clue where they fit in. It's very messy, and I think this 10-year plan does make them more thought out. However, I don't think a 10-year plan is still enough. The DCEU at the moment, I think it's beyond repair, and they really need to just reboot. It seems like the Flash movie was going to be this minor reboot, of course putting Michael Keaton's Batman as the main Batman of the DCEU, and then presumably Sasha Calle's Supergirl as the main Kryptonian instead of Superman. But then, literally just last week, we got to see Ben Affleck on set for Aquaman 2, which was supposed to take place after the Flash movie, but now it's obviously taking place before the Flash movie, which is pretty much why they used Affleck instead of Keaton for the scenes in Aquaman 2. But maybe while doing that, Warner Brothers Discovery could have second guessed and they wanted to follow with Affleck and not go with Keaton, maybe. So maybe they wanted Affleck to continue on as the main Batman of the universe. I don't know, it could still be Michael Keaton as the main Batman after Flashpoint. But yeah, I guess we will have to wait and see. But that is not it. Of course, we then have the drama with Ezra Miller, who we now need to recast. We need to recast the Flash because they are clearly not going to use Ezra Miller after the Flash movie. So yeah, the whole thing is a mess. And that is why I would personally like to just reboot everything and just start fresh. Except, of course, don't touch the solo movies outside the DCEU such as the Batman universe and then, of course, Joker 2. And, of course, please do not touch the Blue Beetle movie as well because I do really want to see that happen. But here is how to start fresh. This is what I would say they need to do. The main thing they need to do, of course, other than having a plan, is establish your core Justice League members first. You cannot have a DCEU or just a cinematic universe in general without having your core Justice League members. We have Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But then who is our Batman? Is it Michael Keaton? Is it Robert Pattinson? Or will they stick with Affleck? And then we need to bring in our Kryptonian, whether that be using Sasha Calle's Supergirl or bringing back Henry Cavill's Superman. And then we need to recast the Flash or just replace the Flash with whatever they go for. So they could either recast Ezra Miller, bring in the fan favorite Grant Gustin to become the Flash of the DCEU, which would just be absolutely insane. I would really love to see that. Or the most wise option I would say for them to go for is just bring in Wally West. But all of this needs to be thought out before doing anything else going forward. This could all be changed depending on how the Flash movie goes, whether it was actually meant to genuinely be a reboot. I don't know, maybe some reshoots could happen without Ezra Miller to make certain changes to establish this new DCEU. However, I don't know how they'd be able to do that without Ezra Miller. Or they could just simply announce that they're starting from scratch. But whatever the case may be, although a 10-year plan does put their foot in the door and heads them to the right direction slowly, I genuinely don't think that it is enough to fix the DCEU properly. I think that they need to just reboot and just fix everything up. And then, of course, the main thing, have a good marketing team. Because if they promoted Batgirl as much as they're promoting Joker 2 right now, I am sure Batgirl would have had a lot of buzz to such an extent where the film would have actually been the theatrical event they wanted to go for. So have a good marketing team, promote all of their projects, and that could, of course, build genuine hype for the DCEU as well. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below if you guys agree with what I said. Do you guys have any other thoughts that you guys want to share with me? Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below. I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.